If you're wondering what a mastermind is and importantly, whether or not it's right for you, this video is for you. I'm Hillary Johnson, the founder and CEO of Hatch Tribe, and I coach and mentor women entrepreneurs. Now, masterminds are a really incredible experience, but they are not for everyone. So I wanted to outline a little bit of what the mastermind is all about and some of the things that make it a really compelling and really exciting experience, but also some of the things that make it potentially not a good fit for you. So first up, what the hell is a mastermind? So a mastermind is when we bring together a group of people that have a shared interest in pursuing a certain thing. So when we think about it in the context of businesses and specifically working with women entrepreneurs and business owners, that's the first pass. They're all women business owners and all entrepreneurs. And in our case, there's some similarities about where they are in their particular journey in business. So if you imagine for a minute, if you're a brand new business owner, maybe like in your first year, or you're a business owner who's owned your business 10 years, there's going to be some pretty distinctly different experiences that you're having and that you're going through. So when we bring together a mastermind, what we're looking for people who share a similar state of existence, and they also share some similar goals. So again, when we create our masterminds, not only do we say, okay, you need to have some experience to come sit at the table, but also there's some similar goals. For example, we want our mastermind members to have an interest in growing and scaling their business, meaning they're not stabled out and like, we're good, we don't want to grow anymore. And they're also people who have a very express interest in developing their leadership skills. And importantly, and nuance with ours is we're not just looking for people who want to burn themselves into the ground building a business. We truly work with business owners who say, I want to build a really good business that flourishes and I want to have a really fulfilling life. So we set that criteria. So if you're considering a mastermind, what you need to be thinking about is, do you fit the criteria for the group? And don't try to get in a group if you don't fit the criteria, because not only are you not going to get what you want from it, but the other people aren't going to get what they need. And that's the thing with the mastermind. It's a collective. You're benefiting from the experience of the other members. And so it's reciprocal and it's collective. So every person in the group not only receives guidance and information from the other people in the group, but you also contribute. So that's the importance. So we're like-minded or like circumstanced, and we have a shared goal so that all of us is kind of stepping in the same sort of space and time to be able to work towards something, even though we all have our own respective goals. But we do share some things in common, and that really contributes to the best experience. Now, again, on the what is a mastermind, typically, functionally, it will meet every couple of weeks or every month for a couple of hours, potentially at a time. And the purpose of that is to have a very robust conversation that, again, is give and take, where every member is getting the opportunity to engage, to ask questions, to get insight from the group. But if you can imagine, let's just say, if your mastermind group had 10 people, you can't all talk for like 30 minutes at a time. So one of the things that's really important is your ability to come in and convey very quickly and concisely, what do you need help with? Now, this is something that I see a lot of women business owners really struggle with, is our ability to come in and state clearly, this is what I want, this is the help I need, and then shut up. And I say that with love, but we have to learn how to convey the situation and then stop. And then allow people to give us feedback. And that's, again, how the mastermind works. It's not therapy. You're not coming in and talking and word vomiting for like the next fucking half hour. You're sharing something with the intent of, hey, you guys, what do you have for me? This is a challenge I'm experiencing in my business, or this is an opportunity I have and I'm concerned about the decision I'm making. Help me see what I can't see here. Ask the question, stop. And let the people there provide what they see, their own insight, their own wisdom, their own experience. So let's talk about some things that contribute to a really good experience. We've already talked about a couple. Are you the right fit? Again, don't try to get into a group if you truly don't meet the criteria, because if you don't, it's not going to be a really rewarding experience for the other members or for you. You're not going to get to what you want out of it. Number two, you have to be a person who really wants to help others succeed. It is not coaching. Like if I'm working with you, I'm pouring all of me into you. You're not having to then pour back into me. But that is the circumstance in a mastermind. You are supporting one another. You're supporting one another as peers. So if you want to take, and you want someone to put their eyes and their work only on you, you should probably consider coaching or consulting and not a mastermind. But if you are the type of person who's like, I love collaboration and I'd love to feel like that support, but I also want to give it, hell yeah. If you like a team environment, if you want to have that camaraderie and other like C-level, CEO level people working with you, it's an amazing experience. And the last piece is absolutely your ability to succinctly decide what it is you want to ask and then to ask it with a pointed direction. This is the help that I need. And this is a skill set that you can practice and learn. And it's something that I coach everybody who's part of our mastermind, is how to ask questions and how to ask them powerfully so that you can get the information that you want that's going to help you grow and learn. Okay, so that's a little bit of like what makes it work and what doesn't make it work. The last thing I'll leave you with, it's also a commitment. And I think that this is a piece that's like it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. You have relationships, and you know this even if you've not thought about it, relationships don't develop instantly. I can't put you in a group of people and then you suddenly have a bond with every person in the group. Relationships develop over time. And the way they develop is over trust. It's over time of like people listening, of hearing, of acknowledging one another, of feeling supported. And so some of the things that I've seen not work is when people are disconnected. You know, if we're meeting online for a mastermind, which most do these days, I know if somebody's on the other side of the computer typing emails. So how do you think that feels to the other people in the group if you're the asshole that's over there typing emails and not paying attention? But when you have a question, you want people to finally answer and pay attention, but with everybody else, you're doing this. Oh no, my friend, not a great experience and not a good way to build a relationship with your peers. It also requires you to show up. So when I say it's a commitment, it is. So whether you're joining our mastermind or another, you should look at the cadence of the meetings and have an understanding of whether or not you can be there. And this is a real important piece of this. Masterminds are development. You know, it's personal and professional development. You got to schedule that stuff and show up for it. If you're not showing up for these things, it tells me that you are not being disciplined in your time and you lack prioritization. So someone says, I really want to develop leadership skills, but they continue to not put in any time to actually do that. It tells me it's not a priority. And masterminds are one of those things that you will need to prioritize. You will need to put it on your calendar and say, I'm going to be there and I'm not scheduling anything over it, like a doctor's appointment or like therapy or like something with your kids or your spouse or your partner or your team. Like this is your commitment to you. Show the fuck up. Be at the meeting. Be all in. Be fully engaged. If you want to get the best out of a mastermind, you got to be all in. So be there. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I hope that's helpful for anybody who's vetting out whether or not you want to do a mastermind or not. Of course, this is an open invitation. If you are interested in learning about our mastermind, it is specifically for women entrepreneurs and business owners who are at least 3 years into their business and they have what we really like to think about as stability in the business, meaning you're not looking at your business going, oh, like, I don't know what we're doing. You can't be there because we can't help you in that way. That's coaching. Call me for that. But in the mastermind, 3+ years of experience in your business, experiencing stability, a desire to grow it and scale it, to want to experience more flow and ease in your business, desire to develop your leadership skills, and importantly, really want to figure out a way to build that business and your life and know that you can do both, but learning how to do that. It's a practice. It really is a practice. So we help you through all of that. You can learn more at our website, hatchtribe.com. Click on the mastermind button. It's called the CEO Sanctuary. So I'd love to welcome you inside if it feels like the right fit for you. All right. Have an amazing week. I'll talk to you soon.